Split-legged moonsault, intercepted by Raquel. Dirty Dom. This Judgment Day. This is chaos. Cover by Morgan. Shoulders down. Liv and Raquel have done it. Judgment Day has gone again.
And new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan.
Get ready! We'll say get ready. Get ready for the worst raw review on the internet. The worst raw review on the internet. Straws, raw. With Eric B and Randy C. Chickens of bananas and fresh roast beef. This is Straws, raw.
Hello, friends, listeners, and newcomers. It's me, Eric B. They call me the Raw Dog, and I'm here on the Huge Pop Radio Hub, bringing you the STRAWS Raw review, the absolute worst or best, depending on where you search, Raw review on the internet. Folks, thank you so much for joining me and my puppy in crime. This is the time for me to introduce my schnauzer from another Mauja. His name is Randy C. Randy, give the people what they want, brother.
This is what you want. I used to hate facial hair, but then it grew on me. Hey, Eric B. Hey, everybody. It's me, Randy C. And as usual, we are powered by a lot today. We are powered by Rogue Presents, Insight Live with Chris Van Fleet and the Hurt Syndicate, Sunday, March 2nd, 2025 at 3 p.m. at the Department, 473 Adelaide Street West, Toronto, Ontario. This is an all-ages event. Yes, that means the kids can come. The itinerary for the event is 3 p.m. VIP meet and greet with Chris Van Fleet and the Hurt Syndicate. 4 p.m. Ask Chris Van Fleet taping, Elimination Chamber breakdown. And then at 5 p.m. it is live Insight with Chris Van Fleet, the Hurt Syndicate. And when I say the Hurt Syndicate's there, that is all of them. It's MVP, it's Bobby Lashley, it's Shelton Benjamin. This is a show after Elimination Chamber you don't want to miss. Tickets available at ticketweb.com and the link below. Go see Chris Van Fleet. He is the friend of the show. Also powered by interiorplants.ca. Want your home or business more beautiful? Well, talk to the Doctor of Planenomics. No, not the Thugonomics. He will be here this weekend too. The Planenomics at interiorplants.ca. We're also powered by Canadian Brewhouse. Place sponsored at here.
The Canadian Brewhouse All-Stars have come to play. Here's a food and drink lineup so full of excitement it's terrifically tantalizing. Wings on the left side, pizza on the right, burgers and fries fighting hard in the corners for scrumptious supremacy. Oh, looks like we have a penalty upcoming for double dipping. Wait, no, he fakes. Oh, what a move. Sensational from start to finish. So buckle in and belly up because we got one heck of an all-star experience at the Canadian Brewhouse.
Thank you, Canadian Brewhouse. Yes, and the Mississauga location is now open. We're also powered by the greatest wrestling show on the other side of the pond. TDS Wrestling Show with Sam, Tezzy, and Darren. Their WWE review of the week as well as they go back and talk about some history stuff, older PLEs and everything. Place sponsored ad or TDS Wrestling Show advertisement here.
This is Sam from the TDS Wrestling Show. Check us out live on Facebook, Instagram and YouTube every Wednesday and every Sunday. Wednesdays we will be reviewing WWE Monday Night Raw and the previous week in WWE. And on Sundays we will be reviewing current WWE PLEs, as well as going back in time and reviewing classic WWE pay-per-views. Follow, like, subscribe and share the love of the TDS Wrestling Show.
Yes, go follow them on YouTube, on the YouTubes.com. Well, here's a big one. Powered by Huge Pop Radio. Yes, Huge Pop Radio, your weekly best radio internet show in Canada. And on the radio, on TSN, every Wednesday night at 11 p.m., where they give you news, rumors, and interviews. And folks, this is news breaking. I'm giving you something even the Smack Daddies don't know. Tomorrow on Huge Pop Radio at 11 p.m., available after on all podcasting platforms. An interview with Carmelo Hayes leading into the Elimination Chamber. But not only breaking news, not only an interview with Carmelo Hayes, you will hear questions with, Eric, are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Bianca Belair, Drew McIntyre, our girl, Roxanne Perez, and last but not least, will he survive? How will his neck be? Sami Zayn, as he goes into Elimination Chamber. And I have a little preview here. Place Huge Pop, Sami Zayn, here.
Sammy, how are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you again, bud.
I have a question for you because you mentioned earlier about the 20-year plus history between you and Kevin, and you've been friends, you've been rivals, you've gone through all this incredible history together. But going into this, how challenging do you find it creatively to keep things fresh for the audience, especially in an era where, I hate to say it this way, in 2025, where their attention span is not quite what it once was?
It's been a challenge perpetually. I'd say from, we felt the pressure very, very early on. I'm talking even in like 2003, 2004. So I remember this moment pretty vividly. I remember this being one of the funny moments that I look back on my career. The very first time we wrestled in America, September 11th, 2004, we wrestled in Philadelphia, the ECW arena. And I remember it was a four-way match, myself, Kevin, a gentleman named Access, and a guy named Sexy Eddie. Sexy Eddie was the star of the match going into this because he had done this crazy match in front of the CZW fans a month or two prior. So this was his big return with the other Canadian guys that were unknown to this audience at the time.
Can you believe that, Eric B? Look for Huge Pop Radio. Go to hugepopradio.com for all the back episodes, the back interviews, everything else. Jimmy and Donnie are killing it. Lincoln Allen is killing it. Huge Pop Radio, the hub, is killing it. You know what else is on Huge Pop, the hub? The Smack Daddies, your weekly SmackDown review on the internet. The East Coast champion of tag team champions of the world, the Smack Daddies. Brad the Dad and Father Greg with your WWE SmackDown review. We will be with them this week. Go listen to them every week on the hub and go follow them on YouTube as well. STRAWS RAW. That's me and Eric B. Hit the like, subscribe, comment below. Eric, we're at 3,000 subscribers. We got 140 subscribers last night with posts. Unbelievable. Go like, comment, subscribe on the YouTubes here, or go listen to us on the hub as well. Last but not least, I'm sorry guys, I am going through all of these, but we are plenty of busy this week. The Handshaking team. Do you like wrestling figures? Do you like going in raffles, so on and so forth? Well, take a look here. There's a Stone Cold sign figure. You could possibly maybe win it on THT, the handshaking team. You never know. Eric B gives you your weekly raffles, Razzies, minis, everything else. He's giving away a lot of figures. Show me another one there, Eric B. Another figure here. Ooh, nice. Too small, can't see it. Is that the Hart Foundation? Oh, it's Brett and Goldberg. Whoa, put this off this screen. But it is signed. I remember that one because you were really happy when you got that one. Brett, yes, I see. But go follow the Handshaking Team on Facebook.com/the Handshaking Team, where you have daily raffles and prizes, so on and so forth. Eric B is great. And last but not least, and I'm not going to forget this week, so people don't DM me and give me trouble. Chiquita Bananas. Why Monroe?
Monkeys never claps.
No, they don't, but my vocal cords do after that intro. Eric B, how are you doing?
Randy, I am doing good. Take a little break, my friend, because you have to catch your gosh darn breath. Randy did those all live, folks, not pre-recorded. No nonsense here. Just straight from the hip is how we're always shooting. And if you are watching on YouTube, and we do a YouTube video this week, and you saw how surprised I was after I threw the Smack Daddies t-shirt, it's because AJ Styles came into my goddamn office and grabbed that thing right out of the air. Snatched. The Snatch t-shirt. Randy, I'm doing good, brother. I have nothing to complain about. It is Elimination Chamber week. Should we talk about some chamber stuff? Because we are going to the show, and we are here in Toronto, where it's going to be a party, a busy weekend, starting like Friday morning to Sunday night. Should we get into it?
Yeah, well. It's going to be crazy. Yes, the Smack Daddies are in town. If you see us wandering around from Friday to Sunday, come up to me. We'll come to Eric first, actually, because he's bigger and taller, and say, hey, you got something for me? Eric will give you something. But if you don't see him and you see me, I'll give you something too. Just say, hey, you got something for me? I listen to RAW. And guess what? I will give you something.
Yeah, we will definitely give you something. We'll give you memories. We'll give you lasting memories to take home with you afterwards. No, we'll give you stuff too. Don't worry. Come up to us, annoy us, do what you need to do. Randy, chamber card is looking stacked, brother. Of course, we got the 2 chamber matches. The female elimination chamber match, we got Roxy, Bailey, Naomi, Bianca, Liv. Oh my lord. Oh my mighties. Just so many goodnesses in this match. For whatever reason, I'm completely stumped here at the last second, but also we've got the returning Alexa Bliss. Randy, is our little girl Roxy going to do it this time, or is Alexa Bliss making her way back into the sun?
Let's do a little competition here, Eric B. We're going to do a little pick contest because, you know, I am the Churchill Cup champion of the world right now. So I, as champion, I do get to pick first. And as much as I want Roxanne Perez to win this, I see some tension between Bianca and Naomi coming in. I think Jade's coming back to say who hurt her. And in turn, with Liv Morgan, well, we'll get no spoilers here. But with the Liv Morgan situation with those two, I think they eliminate themselves in some way. Jade, so forget those 3. So that leaves us with Roxanne Perez and Alexa Bliss and Bailey. Roxanne Perez and Bailey have been in a feud as of late, back and forth, NXT, pay-per-view, whatever it may be. I see Roxanne Perez pinning Bailey and leaving it to Alexa Bliss and Roxanne. As much as I want Roxanne Perez to win it, as much as I want to go through and say she will be at WrestleMania, which I believe she does deserve because she has been around a lot more than Alexa Bliss as of late, I will say my point to Alexa Bliss on winning. What about you, Eric B?
Yeah, well, because we have to choose different people, I'm going to say Roxanne Perez, but I 100% believe that Liv Morgan is taking this home. As Liv Morgan? Sorry, my bad. She already. Well, we'll talk about that later. Not Liv Morgan. You know what I mean. Alexa Bliss. And another blonde, obviously. But no, Alexa Bliss will definitely take this. I think she has to, with the push that she has coming back and the crowd being behind her and everybody wanted some more Blissy time. I think it's Alexa Bliss for sure. Men's chamber match, also stacked. Damian Priest which is kind of a surprise for me. Damian Priest, Logan Paul, Seth freaking Rollins, Drew McIntyre, John Cena, and CM Punk. Randy, you went first last time, so I got to go first this time. It's just the way it is, brother. It's just the way it is. And I see some potential seeds being planted last night on Raw with CM Punk maybe being a corporate CM Punk heading into WrestleMania. I do potentially see that. If we go in that direction, I think CM Punk is taking this with the assistance of Logan Paul to start off a new evil CM Punk storyline.
Wow, that's a wide right in my head, but I see that what you're saying. So in turn, but that is a good way. I do sort of see it too. Remember we talked about the corporate or different feuding membership of an alliance. I see
we'll
that.
We'll talk about it during the Raw review, but in the promo last night, there was a lot of similarities to somebody else who was very corporate before.
Very good. So in turn, I will give it to the man that cannot be seen. I'm going to say John Cena is going to WrestleMania and win this just because you have a good pick there. That would be my second pick. But I will pick the man that cannot be seen. But guess what, Eric B? My pick can be seen, and that is John Cena.
Yeah, well, either way, either Cody or whoever else is turning heel, whoever's going against him to make this happen. So either way, that is happening. Elimination Chamber, Randy, you can go first this time because I hate you. No, I love you. And these are the rules, folks. But Elimination Chamber tag team match, we got Tiffy and Trishy time versus Nia Jax and your favorite, the Poison Pixie herself. Randy, who is winning this match?
As much as I would like to say Trish and Tiffy, I may say that Nia Jax has been great as of late. She is your queen of the ring. Candice LeRae is being shown up and brought up and shining. That being said, I am going to pick Trish and Tiffany Stratton to win the match at Elimination Chamber.
Wow,
so you fooled you.
You leave me with the heels and you take my Tiffy time away from me and my beloved Trishy time. Trish, oh man, she's just such a wonderful woman. If you ever have a chance to meet this woman for a photo opportunity, you need to do so. Not only is she, starkingly beautiful, but also at the same time, she's just an incredible person to talk to. Honestly,
be nice to her, please.
Oh God, please be nice to her and don't bring her pictures of herself in bikinis from the 90s and the early 2000s and pictures of her ass for her to sign. Please don't do that. This woman has kids now. There's other places for that type of stuff, guys. It's probably not
nice to Canada's greatest treasure.
All right, Elimination Chamber. We got to keep going here, Andy, because you know who I'm going to take. Obviously, it's Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. But the match here, the unsanctioned match here between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, my pick for this match. Oh my Lord. Wide right. Double not a disqualification, a double. These guys just can't go anymore. I think these guys just beat the living crap out of each other until we get a double down. I think nobody wins this match. I think we all win this match because it goes all over the arena, but I don't think that there's going to be any winner. Randy.
Wow. You know what, on that pick and you saying that, I'll give you 2 points if that happens. 2 points. But I'm going to pick Kevin Owens. Sami Zayn, unfortunately, your neck is a little hurt. You're not cleared and you're going into this match. I think there'll be a package pile driver aplenty. That more than one. Let's do an over under too. More than one. I will say above 2. 2 and above.
So 1.5 package pile drivers.
That's right.
Plus 1.5 package pile drivers.
There you go.
Okay.
So I will pick Kevin Owens. So
I like that pick.
Let's see who wins.
I like that pick. And then The Rock's going to be there, so we can't really pick what's going to happen there. We're just going to see that storyline play out because as we talk about the Elimination Chamber card, This card is entirely storyline progressed based. This is entirely what this is. There are no titles on the card. Randy, do you think that affects the value of this PLE at all?
100% not, because it's not a PLE for the titles. It's for the build to WrestleMania, the importance of being a #1 contender, the importance to the road, the starting of the road to WrestleMania, the importance of the UK tour, right, going into this road to WrestleMania. No, and look at the card. Who can be disappointed that there's no title matches on it? Like, who spoke of Roman? Nobody, really. And I'm not saying that he's bad or anything, but it's stacked. It's amazing.
We
right?
expected him to be there, probably in that Damian Priest spot originally, but him not being there isn't going to hurt the card at all. And just throwing in some random title match just to have it there, like let's say like a Braun Breaker versus Ludwig Kaiser, Pete Dunne, and Penta for the Intercontinental Championship. It just doesn't make any sense.
No.
We have WrestleMania coming up. We can build storylines towards WrestleMania and have actually meaningful title matches, because nothing would be meaningful if you just threw it on the card just to have it there. There's no
100%.
point. And of
100%.
course, you know, these are me looking at the internet wrestling community and seeing people complain about the fact that there's no title on this. I don't care. I'm not going to sit there and look for, you know, gold and think to myself, just because there's no gold, these don't matter. All of these matches matter so much, especially the feud between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. We're going all the way to WrestleMania with this, and that's why I think that there's going to be some type of double down zany finish.
Very
right?
good. Very good.
Mr.
So,
Zayn?
Yes, I believe in that. And I believe in the Cody and Rock interaction on Saturday. And I will pick it, since you didn't, you left it open.
Ooh.
Everyone wins on that
Oh.
aspect. Everyone wins, because it should be fire.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
just The Rock being there is enough, right? Like, this card has 4 matches, thank God. It's still going to be 3.5 hours long, maybe 4 hours. Those chamber matches are going to take a long time to finish, and they're going to be great. It's going to be great.
But you know what
Anyways,
else is
Randy.
great? Do you know what else
Yeah.
is great?
Jake.
Everything is great about this week. We are going to be busy. We're going to be happy. And speaking about great, there was a nice show on last night. WWE RAW from Cincinnati, Ohio, home of Logan Paul. Let's get into this. Okay, Eric B?
Yep.
Okay.
Heritage Bank Center in Cincinnati, Ohio, the lovely state of Ohio itself. Like Randy said, the hometown of Logan Paul, who is here for a chat. The poor guy can't even get cheered in his own hometown. He is getting booed to high heaven. They don't like him. They don't like him at all. You know what else I don't like? Logan Paul's new theme song. My God, is that bad? I'm going to say
I like
that
it a lot.
until they bring it back, because I know we can get it back. We got AJ Styles back. We can get Logan Paul's theme song back. That's what we can get back. Anyways, Logan Paul is on his way to Elimination Chamber. Thank God he is going to be the high spot master of that match, and we just know that's what's going to happen. Drew McIntyre is going to put his body through some absolute hell, but Logan Paul is going to fly. So thankfully, it is going to happen. We are going to do that, folks. We are on our way to WrestleMania. Can Logan Paul make his way to WrestleMania, Randy? I don't know. And you know who's going to stand in his way potentially? Mr. CM Punk. Here comes CM Punk to interrupt and have a chat here with Mr. Logan Paul himself. Logan Paul thinks that Punk might be jealous of him. You know what? Maybe in a sense.
Maybe
in a sense. But like I said, Randy, there was some parts of this discussion that made me think to myself, are we seeing some sort of corporate Punk? And the parts that I'm talking about are the discussion between Mr. Logan Paul and CM Punk about the sale of the soul, potentially. The sale of the soul of Cody Rhodes, how The Rock wants his soul. And Mr. Punk at one point even refers to himself as the devil. Randy, did you not pick up on that?
I picked up the devil, but like, does devil take souls? I guess maybe. Is this a new? Are you saying it's going to be like a new corporation, like Seth Rollins, led or when they turned on the Shield, that's where you think it's going? Ooh, your eyes are like perking up. Please explain a little more.
I mean, I think that this is the direction that we're going. Listen, we got to go. Whoever is taking on Cody, there's just so many different ways that we can go with this, but I'm just starting to see the inklings of this discussion potentially going in towards some type of corporation. The Punk himself being the devil, running the whole thing, snatching the souls of the ones that trusted him before. And we know that CM Punk can play a heel like no one else. He is an incredible heel. He's beloved by everybody, but man, as a heel, he is great. He is absolutely great. He'll be a beloved heel, though. He would be a beloved heel. Anyways, yeah, I like the dynamics here that we build between CM Punk and Logan Paul, all the way from the Royal Rumble to the Elimination Chamber. It just adds another little bit of meat onto the bone of this match.
100%. Where Logan Paul will be placed in the Elimination Chamber, when will he come out? I do not think he will start it, so it'll all depend on who starts to who finish. Damian Priest, Seth Rollins, to me, would be a start of the Elimination Chamber. With Logan Paul maybe coming out near the end, right? But and we'll enjoy the writings and the drawings on the Elimination Cage as well. So, but yeah, it should be definitely good. I was hyped. This promo was good. Both gentlemen were amazing.
Both are great on the mic. Honestly, both are great on the mic and very good in the ring as well. People like to talk a lot of shit about Logan Paul because of who he was. Even at one point, as he's walking to the ring, we see Logan Paul's picture of him, I think at like 15-year-old streamer with black hair and a lip ring as he's coming out to the ring. So people like to hate on him because he's very successful as well. But man, we're very lucky to have this guy in WWE, and this chamber match is going to be fire with him. Fire. Talking about fire. You want to talk about some more fire and fireworks?
Yeah, let's do this.
We are going towards a triple threat. The first match of the night here, Randy. It's Ludwig Kaiser versus Pete Dunne versus Penta. Is Ludwig Kaiser completely removed from Gunther now? Is there no Imperium left? Like, what's going on with that?
I don't think he's completely removed. I just think they have their stories right now that they both individually have to place, right? So
because because eventually you got to remove that. You got to change that music for Kaiser because it's pretty much just an elevated Gunther music. That's when I think about it. Like it's like a more fun version of Gunther's theme song is Ludwig Kaiser. But yes, Ludwig Kaiser, we love Kaiser around here, folks. That's why I'm saying this. If you're going to separate him, you got to separate him properly. Ludwig Kaiser, Pete Dunne, Penta, all bruiser weights, you could so say, going into this match. Penta with his fireworks. Randy absolutely loves Pentagon's fireworks. He wants more of Penta. Oh my God, I said the wrong thing. Oh my God.
The entrance was absolutely classic last night. His entrance is great. I like that part of it.
Do you like the timed booms of the entrance?
Yeah. Yes, it was
Zero, Miato, five times.
I don't like that. 5 times.
Yeah,
5 times, zero Miato.
Bro, he really does need to break. Like, he needs to slow that down just
100%.
A little bit. Anyways,
Young Buck and a super kick.
Yeah, these guys are absolutely getting very used to fighting with each other. You can see it in the ring too. They're all moving pretty well together here. Penta, obviously being the spotlight here of the match, just keeps on flying around the place and kind of moving these guys into position, taking them on one at a time. Sacrifices being thrown out there, backstabbers. He does an inverted sling blade that looks like a bulldog a few times, which doesn't look too good to me.
No.
If you ask me, that move is the way it is for a reason. So probably keep it the way it is instead of trying that bulldog. Just the impact, it is no impact. So it's kind of hard to sell something when it doesn't look impactful. Yeah, I made a reference.
Yes,
I made a reference. Made your life that way. Exactly. Yeah. Anyways, this match goes in a direction that I really thought it was actually going to go in here. Ultimately, Penta is doing all the work here in the match. He sacrifices the eventually Mr. Pete Dunne, but Kaiser kicks him out of the ring, stealing the win here in the process. Penta takes his first on paper L in WWE, but does not get pinned.
Yay! Yay on that with the hammer DDT. Ludwig with a finisher. It's good to see Ludwig win over Penta and Pete Dunne. Don't get me wrong.
I like that hammer DDT.
Yeah, it's very it suits his character, shall we say?
Yes.
But for this match, a very good match. Some sloppy points in it to me, but I think it's still Penta getting used to the WWE style, I believe. Right, and they have to slow him down on some things just to make things look proper.
They do at this age. All right, that's another point too. If WWE, like Penta was not at a place in his career 10 years ago, even 8 years ago, to really come into the WWE and work well in the ring. Now that he has all of the experience that he has, he can do that. He can put on great matches. He can do all the work, but he can't fly around like he used to. With that being said, he still did back-to-back tope suicidas to each side of the ring to both guys at one point, so he can still move. But yeah, they need to slow it down just a little bit because you are noticing pretty quickly how gassed he is in the corners, for example. But
and
he's
don't
still
get
going.
I'm
not putting him down. I'm not putting him down at all. I'm just saying our bodies catch up to us eventually over time. And there's a reason why certain workers change their styles significantly to work with that.
Yeah, and please don't hate me, people. I'm not saying I hate Penta. I just I hate the Zero Miro 10,000 times. That's it. His look, his style, his entrance, like everything about him is money. It's absolute money, and I get it. It's good. Yeah, good for Ludwig here. And yeah, Penta doesn't really lose, but loses. Doesn't get pinned, but realistically loses. So it keeps Penta strong, and it puts Ludwig up there. So I enjoyed this.
It's still setting it up for Penta and Kaiser again. That's really what this is here.
100%.
Anyways, a lot was shoved into that match here in less than 10 minutes. They keep on giving Penta a good runtime of, let's say, 15 and under, which really makes the most sense here. But he had to do a lot of extra work here with one extra opponent in the ring. All right, like Randy said, Mr. John Cena wants to go to WrestleMania, win that 17th title. We're going to get a quick video package of that. Oh, Randy, will the kids cry if John Cena wins? Will they cry, or will we be saving that for Mania?
It'll be a little of both. Every PLE pay-per-view that goes by, this is the last time probably he will be in the city of Toronto. Will I cry? Probably not. But will my kid cry? Probably yeah. It doesn't make a difference if he wins or he loses.
Yeah, we'll have we will definitely have some type of heartfelt speech after the show goes off the air, for sure. I would be shocked if John Cena doesn't grab the microphone and do some big goodbye to Toronto.
100%. But it was good promo reel. Good hype reel.
Yeah, these hype reels are getting good. This also at the start of the show, not only did we get introductions of people arriving to the ring, but we got their all specific branding, not just the writing of their name. We got logos. I thought that was really cool. It added a real sports feel to it. Yep. So I did like that a lot. I liked it.
Team.
I liked
go
it.
Team. Go team.
Let's go.
Yay, go team.
Talking about Go Team, one of the favorites here at the STRAWS show, the STRAWS RAW review, and definitely of the YouTube, it's Rhea Ripley. She is here in the crowd for a chat. The pop that she gets being in the crowd is just absolutely huge. Huge pop for Rhea Ripley here in the crowd. And she is talking about not the being of the Elimination Chamber, but her upcoming match against Io Sky, their history in NXT when Io beat her before, and how she vows to avenge that loss, my apologies. But here comes Io Sky. She's going to talk some Japanese real quick, and she's going to say that she's going all the way to WrestleMania. Some staring happens between the two ladies. The Raw music starts up, and it's a bit of an awkward segment at the end there.
Yeah, it seemed a little weird. Io Sky, I didn't surprise. Like, I guess she's wrestling next week against Rhea on Monday on Raw, not on the pay-per-view, so hyping it up. But I really want to see Rhea there. I think we'll see Rhea at Elimination Chamber to the winner, I'm presuming. But Io, I love you to death, man. I love you to death, but I don't know if you can be that girl into WrestleMania, even though you are definitely a close second or third.
Yeah. Solid top 5 for sure.
100%.
As far as the entire package goes. And we also did the EO title reign, and I don't think people are really too fond of it. I don't think people really held it in such high grace that it was something that like we require. But with that being said, I think that the WWE, the female division is definitely stacked, but it's stacked from the youth going up. And that's when we talk about NXT and stuff like that. Like we mentioned last week, if some of these NXT girls got in the ring with some of these performers on WWE Raw, they would make them look silly, man. Yep. Make them look silly.
Yes, 100%.
I like the word silly. Do you like the word silly?
It's silly. It's silly. The word silly.
Oh, it's so silly. You know what else is silly?
You.
The Road Dogg, Jesse James, being on Let's Effing Go LFG.
No, it's Legends and Futures Greats.
Oh, I thought it was Let's.
No. Yeah.
Anyways, LFG is on, and
great
the
show.
Road Dogg, Jesse James, is going to be there cutting promos.
It's a great show.
Who was one of your outside of like your tops, like your Stone Colds and your Rocks, who was like one of your favorite promos that was cut during the Attitude Era?
Ugh. Other than the Stone Colds and the Rocks, you're saying?
Yeah, the top 2. Everybody else falls underneath them.
Everybody's gonna hate me for this, but Akeem was funny. I see. Yeah, you're laughing. Yeah, where are you going? I'm going Akeem. Just stood out right in front of me. What you think? You asked me the question. I'll think while you're saying your part.
Well, it goes back to a Jimmy Cordero story that was shared on Storytime. I used to love it when Kai and Ty used to come out and cut their promos that Bruce Pritchard did the wording for, as they just moved their mouths ridiculously. I thought that was hilarious. And I never noticed the difference when Jimmy did it in comparison. I never noticed it because it was supposed to be so stupid. So I didn't expect it to be amazing every time. What about you?
Yeah, I'm still on Akeem. I have no clue why.
There you go.
I'm just still on Akeem. They just set it forward. Don't get me wrong. There is a lot, though. But what like, I don't know.
Kurt Angle is another great one too. Kurt Angle is another great one too.
The milk stuff, 100%.
I'm taking himself far too seriously as an Olympic champion, yet being completely goofy in the ring at all times. Oh yeah. Yeah, he did some great stuff.
You said great, so you said great, so once you threw out great, so I was like going mid card and under. But that's
I like your answer. I think that I like your answer. Everybody, tell us what your answer is in the comments. The question: who is your favorite promo in the Attitude Era besides The Rock and Stone Cold? Which moves us forward to our next match of the evening.
Speaking of
ongoing feud, the greatest feud that we get weekly here on Monday Night Raw. It's the New Day versus the LWO. And might I say, the New Day is definitely looking heelish as can be. I said it to Randy during the show last night, but Mr. Kofi Kingston coming out with sleeves on his upper gear for the first time ever, looking completely heelish. The heel era is definitely sleeve Kofi Kingston with no mustache as well. The guy is 100%. Coming out looking like a Kremlin with just that beard and no stash. It's Kofi Kingston, evil Kofi Kingston. And they're here to take on the LWO. Members of the LWO, do they matter? Yes, they do. Okay. It's Del Taro, and it is the guy that used to be DJZ. It's Joaquin Wilde. Randy, did you know that guy used to be DJZ?
Are you sure? Wasn't that Robbie, the guy that plays Robert DJZ? No?
Yep.
Oh.
I'm
You
sure
know who I'm
there's
talking
also.
about, though.
Oh, I
Right?
know exactly who you're talking about.
Robbie,
Yeah.
what was his name? Robbie something.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. TNA guy as well. But yeah, no, DJZ is Joaquin Wild. He's been around for a long time.
With
There's
the
actually
mask, like that little like
yeah.
Cyclops thing. Okay.
Yeah, because he's a DJ in real life. There's actually a really good documentary of him when he was like 17 or 16 maybe, and he's just getting into wrestling. I can't think about the name on the top of my head, but Google search it and you'll find it. I think it's a
Nice.
45-minute watch, maybe less, on YouTube. And there's some other big names in there too as well that you see in the future, it's a fun watch. It's a free watch.
Good.
I will make sure that Randy puts the link in the comments, folks. New Day versus LWO. Talk about fun watches. You know what? Kudos to these guys. This was a bit of a fun watch, and it was done very quickly, quick and easy. Del Taro and Wild are moving pretty well in the ring together. Definitely learning the luchador style from Mr. Rey Mysterio himself. A lot of significant moves, some huge pop, high energy kind of style wrestling that we going on here. But ultimately, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods in their new heel gear, which looks great. Looks absolutely great. No more shorts or anything nonsensical on Kofi Kingston. Boxing shorts in the ring. Let's go. But yeah, Kofi Kingston breaks up what looks like some type of planned doomsday device. They finish it with their double finisher, backbreaker, top rope, double stomp combination. I feel like the New Day needs some type of new finish, which is going to make them look even more evil. But not a bad match between these two guys.
100%.
Two teams, sorry.
100%. Up, down, down. Their YouTube sensation name and the YouTube sensation finisher. But you're right. Maybe they could do something to make them more heelish. It'd be pretty good to see. Good call.
Switch them
Good
up.
match,
Switch them up. I'm not sure if Big E is coming back to stop this at this point, or somebody else is coming to help them, or do they need help? Randy, what's going on here? Do we think that after this match, the New Day is finally moving into their heel direction that they need to be going?
100%. Again, I enjoyed this. I enjoyed what they look like. I enjoyed their talking continuously during the match to the fans and everything. I like the reaction. I like this New Day. It makes tag team wrestling relevant again. Now just give them relevant opponents or get other relevant tag teams to make this division on fire. Because New Day, the Usos could get back together. DIY. There's a lot of good tag teams. Motor City Machine Guns.
Motor City.
Yeah.
Yep.
That could be part of it. Even like the War Raiders. I know we make fun of them a little, but
American Made also,
right.
continue to get their chops every single week. Yeah, we could have a very formidable tag team division here in WWE again.
Yeah. You just need to add a couple more well-known tag teams or established tag teams to make it better.
Yeah, talking about belts that never make it to pay-per-views or PLEs, tag team belts, just very rarely there, man. And rarely do people even care about them. So yes, let's get more going on here so we can care about it. If Big E comes back for some more sympathy that, and they crush him again some way, man, I know he can't take a bump, which is the worst part about it. Because if he could take a bump, there could be something that could be done here that could make them just look disgusting.
100%.
Right? You may look absolutely terrible.
Kill him. Make him go here. No, kill him. Not playing. Don't do that.
Oh my God. Yeah.
But speaking about caring about something. Speaking about caring about something, Finn Balor cares a lot about shit, eh? Oh, stuff. Sorry. I apologize, people.
Finn Balor cares about all of the stuff. Listen, he is the de facto leader of the Judgment Day. Is there any other person who is a leader at this point? It's Finn Balor. I know we don't put that, moniker on anybody in the Judgment Day besides Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley was the leader for sure.
Liv Morgan is a silent leader right now. The boys have blinders on. If you know,
she's the puppet master. She is the puppet master. Yes, okay, fine. Puppet master, sure.
Except the Finn.
Yeah, Finn doesn't
play that. He doesn't play with puppets.
Listen, he's a married man. He's got a fine Latina wife already.
There you
He's
go.
not looking at Liv Morgan.
Next
Yeah,
thing you know, he joined LWO.
he's
No, go ahead. Sorry, I apologize.
he's
We apologize,
definitely
people.
he's definitely looking at Liv Morgan. Anyway, sign about Liv Morgan. Her and Raquel are focused on their tag team title opportunity here. That's gonna be the main event of WWE Raw live on Netflix. And after that, are they worried about potentially Jade Cargill? Are they involved in the Jade Cargill situation? Like Randy said, all will come to light on Saturday night.
100%, I agree on that.
It has to, man. After a little while, it just has to happen.
That's right.
And Carlito's there too, and he has an apple. Carly.
He's happy with the yellow one too.
Are
Likes
we
the
going
yellow
to
one.
see him? Are we going to see him at Elimination Chamber? Probably not.
If Judgment Day are doing something, he'll be floating around
With Liv.
with or Dominic somewhere. So yeah, they'll be floating around everywhere.
Oh no, sorry, I meant like with the Liv match.
Yeah,
Liv
maybe.
match.
Yeah.
That's probably the only place that they can fit in. Anyways, okay, guys, if you like cards, WWE's partnered with Topps Cards, and they're doing, what is it, Topps Breaks live every Thursday, and they show The Miz pulling a signed Rock autograph card.
A 1 of 5, too.
A 1 of 5. You know what's actually so crazy about that? Like, no matter what, you can get every WWE superstar to pull packs on that day, and no one is pulling a 1 of 5 signed Rock. So that is pretty crazy.
That was nuts.
What do they do with them? Do they auction them off afterwards?
No, they
Charity?
should, but literally they gave that one to somebody that was in attendance there, wherever they were doing it. So they had a little
That's
raffle.
even better. That's even better.
Yeah, but you know what? They shouldn't do it in front of people and maybe do auction it off. Like, and then, no, never mind. Don't do that because nobody will buy cards anymore because they'll think that everybody's gonna do that. Whatever.
Yeah.
But that was good. Way to go, Miz.
Way to go, Miz. Way to go, Miz. And you know who else we can say way to go to? And Jolly
Tozawa.
Good Show too.
No?
Mr. Eventually.
Oh.
Eventually, he will get his flowers. But Gunther is here for a chat, and he's in clothes. He's in clothes, guys.
Yep.
He is going to face Mr. Jey Uso Yeet at WrestleMania. And as the weeks go by, he is warming up to the idea because he will get a chance to humiliate Jey and end the Yeet circus for good. I think that he is a clown making that statement because the only circus that will be ending is his own 3-ring circus as Mr. Yeet Jey Uso leads everybody in a chorus of yeeting for the ages. A tearful yeeting session, so to speak. I think he's going to beat him. I think he's going to beat him for sure. Anyways, he will be in action tonight against a hand-picked opponent. Who could it be? I don't know. There might have been hints that were just dropped, but I don't know who it could be. Because anyways, here comes Gunther again, and now he is almost entirely naked in his tighty whities, tighty blackies, whatever you want to call them, and he's on the way to the ring for a non-title match, and he is going to take on a former illustrious champion, a 15-time champion, Randy.
Yeah.
It's Akira Tozawa.
Wow.
15-time 24/7 champion.
Wow.
Also 502 live champion or whatever it was.
205 pounds and under. 205 pounds. 502 live. That would have been a terrible show. I apologize.
Odyssey Jones just makes the cut at 502 live.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, that would have been a reinforced ring, that's for sure. But my God, yeah, it's so funny because before this all happens, before he announces his opponent, before he comes out, I say to myself, it's going to be Tozawa. And of course, here comes a terrified Tozawa with the rest of the Alpha Academy looking absolutely terrified as well. Maxine Dupree looks like she is walking past a very dark group of figures in a dark hallway at 3 a.m. in Club District in Toronto, like some people will be doing at Elimination Chamber. Not me and Randy, though. We are under our best behavior.
That's right. Follow Father Greg on Smack Daddies on their roundabouts whereabouts. on the smackdaddies.com, and they're definitely here on the hub. Definitely listen to them every Friday or Saturday morning. You might be doing a live 24-hour wake up stream. So Smack Daddies at 3 p.m. and 3 a.m. in the morning. Smack Daddies. That's on the hub.
Oh my lord. All right, guys. Okay. Well, anyways, this match actually does happen. Believe it or not, this is a real match. Akira Tozawa is getting chopped to oblivion. There's a couple of hope spots here, man, because every time that Gunther goes for that power bomb, it seems that a slippery little sneaky Tozawa squeaks his way out and tries to get the pin, and the crowd goes wild every time he gets that 2 count. But there is a definitive end to the match when a missile drop kick is hit, which Michael Cole refers to as a dinosaur drop kick, which I absolutely love. A dinosaur drop kick, and Mr. Akira Tozawa is eventually tapped out in a Boston Crab. It was a fun little match, honestly. Otis tries to save afterwards, also gets destroyed here by Gunther. They have to eventually get saved by Mr. Yeet himself, Jey Uso, who comes running to the ring, and Gunther runs away like a scared little man. So, Randy, as we said, we're heading towards WrestleMania. Gunther is continuing to look weaker and weaker to the point where he has to stoop to the level of beating up a poor Akira Tozawa just to make himself feel good.
You know what, though? This was absolutely a fantastic match in how to promote yourself as a big guy versus a small guy. People take note. Whoever produced and was the booker of this match was absolutely great. This is what, back in the day when you used to wake up on Saturday mornings and watch Maple Leaf Wrestling and watch Paul Mr. Wonderful Orndorff versus the Mohawk Kid. This was like that, but better. Everybody in this match, including Otis, including Maxine Dupree, everybody that was involved did their part to make this look absolutely fantastic. I don't mind seeing this. People will say probably it wasn't great or whatever. Then you guys know you're wrong. This was exactly on what wrestling can be and how to promote yourself as a big guy with hope spots. It wasn't a squash match, everything else like that. This was just great. I loved every minute of this.
Yeah, this was Triple H versus Taka Michinoku, the 2.0, really is what this was, man. This is what we were aiming for here, and it was accomplished. Fits the storyline well, continues to make Gunther look a little bit weaker against Jey, but strong as hell versus everybody else in the division. We'll see where this goes next week, because again, we're talking about 2 guys that are not on the Elimination Chamber card. Ooh. As I said that, I just realized, are we going to get to Yeet on Saturday?
We will.
Yeah, I hope so. We better get to Yeet, man. There better be a Yeet segment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're the Smack Daddies. They'll be yeeting and eating aplenty. So.
Ooh, yes, $15 to $25 hot dogs for everyone.
There you go.
All right, that's it.
That's hot dogs.
Jey Uso gets his yeeting as he runs out, just like we were hoping we're going to get our yeeting on Saturday night. That's what we want. Michael Cole was on Impulsive, looking absolutely jacked, wearing a very small shirt. But yeah, he was on Impulsive on the Logan Paul podcast. If you guys don't know, you should definitely check that out.
Listen to it. It's good.
Yeah, it was very good. He talks about his chemistry with Pat McAfee, which is great. Now, keep in mind, when Pat came back originally to Raw, he was definitely a little slow. You know, he had to pick it up again. He had to be around. He had to get on that bike and start riding again. And now he is definitely zooming past everybody on a motorcycle. Harley Davidson, brother.
100%.
All right. Praises for Mr. McAfee always, and praises for Mr. Cole always as well.
100%. Okay? Go listen to that. Impulsive on all your podcast platforms.
Do you guys want a real surprise? Do you guys want a real surprise? Because you guys are going to be surprised by this. If you listen to the show, we're going to talk about some praises. And the next name that comes out, you're going to be shocked hearing Randy talking about praises.
Who?
Should we do it?
Who?
Who?
Me?
Who?
Oh, okay.
Who? Oh, okay. It's the women's intercontinental title match. It is Dakota Kai versus Lyra Valkyria. And poor Lyra Valkyria has to get the crowd to woo along with her. The crowd always misses the first woo on her song. The second woo is always hit hard. And then by the time that she gets to the ring, they forget that there's another round of woos. And there is a Asian gentleman wearing full John Cena garb, John Cena t-shirt, John Cena hat, wristbands, who is standing there, and Lyra Valkyria is about 2 inches away from him, raising her arms in the air like, come on, woo with me, damn it. They took away my wings. I know I'm not a bird anymore, but let's go. Anyways, the crowd definitely does not woo the way the crowd yeets.
That's right. That's right. There is no wooing.
Woo.
Woo. But this,
all right.
Speaking about woos, speaking about good woos, though, please tell us more.
This is a rematch here for the title, folks. This is Dakota Kai and a very good showing. Looking very decent here in the ring. Honestly, she is moving well. There is only one point where, they do a spot to the outside of the ring and she stands up and backs up as fast as possible, unfortunately, because she's very excited and also moving with momentum. Trips over Lyra Valkyria here in the progress. Netflix commercial breaks, Randy, because you get different than I do. Like, for example, during this match, we see them almost miss a spot entirely just going to that Netflix commercial break. And I know that you're not seeing the wrestling, but I am. So when you were watching Raw, and say, for example, the Penta match, and you came back from a commercial to the ending of a tree of, sorry, not a tree of woe, but the super stacked superplex from the corner, the power bomb superplex combo, whatever you want to call it. You almost missed that spot, brother. You almost missed that spot. What are your thoughts on that? How can we change this? Because the commercials can literally be thrown in at any time. So how can we change this?
Well, that again in this series of a match, they do know when the commercial spots are being placed. They are notified when they're going to a commercial spot. Last night, though, I was on Sony. My VPN was in the country of Saudi Arabia, and I was watching it off Sony, so my commercials were lessened last night. So that's where my VPN was shot. So I have found a workaround for lesser commercials, but in turn, it's like 3 minutes behind. Remember when we were talking last night? I was about 3 minutes behind.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. All right. Well, I'll know that going forward. I won't ruin things for you as much as I do.
No, you don't ruin anything for me, bud. I was fine. You said, did you see that? And see what? Oh yeah, I saw it.
Yeah. All right, great. Well, anyways, there's some kicks going on. We know there's going to be some kicks going on because it's Dakota Kai. She used to be a member of Team Kick, actually, if you guys remember that. But yeah, we get a stalling superplex out of the corner here from Lyra Valkyria, which looks pretty nice. Kai eventually gets back up. She hits a chiropractor, but only for Lyra Valkyria to grab her Nightwing to retain the title and move forward here. Nice little showing here for Dakota Kai.
Great match. And Lyra Valkyria, who won? Who won, Eric? Lyra Valkyria.
Lyra Valkyria
defends her Intercontinental Championship finally. Again.
Champion of the Birds. Everybody realize when we see Lyra Valkyria, we're all going to get birded. Just get birded. And you know what, folks? No matter what you read on the internet, birds are real. So we have to start caring about birds again. We have to start caring about Lyra Valkyria.
And that last match was sponsored by STRAWS RAW by Mario's Chicken. Mario's Chicken, the best of Portuguese cuisine. Mario's Chicken. Go online today.
Yum, yum. Get me some with that chicken. Barbecue chicken alert. It wasn't a barbecue chicken alert for Lyra Valkyria, though. She did have to work to get this win over Dakota Kai. And in all seriousness, it was a great showing and a way to, get a rematch here for the title itself, which was probably better than the original title match.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, it was a very good match last night. It was the best one.
There we go.
Speaking about great,
Post-match.
what happened post? Yeah, speaking about great.
Post-match, respect is being shown by these two ladies, only for the Pitbull herself to run out. Here comes Ivy Nile with some very smoky eye makeup. It's like she did that Black Swan makeup last night, and she just decided she was going to keep it for the show. But she comes out, she throws her German suplex and starts the beat down. Yeah, so it looks like Ivy Nile will be the next opponent here for Lyra Valkyria. Okay, what did we expect?
Sorry, I apologize for that. Oh geez, my computer's screwing up right now. Yeah, Ivy now looking like Shayna Baszler. Like she went to Shayna Baszler's house the night before or something, like you just said. But yeah, it was kind of weird seeing her.
She looked like she went to Shayna Baszler's house, made out with Shayna Baszler. Things got hot and heavy, and then decided to just keep the makeup.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Oh no, I'm completely about that life.
Yeah,
Let's go for it, man.
Speaking about a life, about lives. Look what's happening next.
What a life between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Oh my lord, we have a sit-down chat with Sami Zayn, who admits he did something that he himself is not happy with. He's not happy with himself. But after what happened with Kevin Owens, he went to his house. Oh man.
People going to people's houses, man, I'll never get it. Burning houses, going to people's houses.
Dude, I mean,
to their wives. The other person's never home.
Never home. But you know what? He runs into his mom. And then we talk more about the long history between Sami and Kevin. And thank God we didn't get a whole video package or anything pre-planned beforehand or pre-filmed of Sami Zayn running over to Kevin Owens' house and terrorizing his mother or something like that.
He could have burned the house down. Now that would have been funny. If you really want heat going into Saturday, burn her house down with her in it. That would have been hilarious. And if you want to know more about Sami Zayn, text this week's episode of Huge Pop Radio with Donnie and Jimmy. There's a question there. I'll give you a little teaser on it. I'm joking. Nobody's house should be burned when anybody's in it.
Yeah, here at STRAWS RAW, we just want to remind people that we might like storylines of houses being burned down and ladies being put on crosses for weddings and stuff like that. But we're not saying to go out into reality and do these things, folks. It's not going to work out in your favor. It's just not kayfabe, brother. It's not going to work that way.
It's all jokes.
But anyways, yeah, Sami during this promo, he's staying like very reserved, relatively quiet. His neck is messed up, and he's ready for this match, man. He is ready for this match, and he did it in such a way that, dude, I'm excited for this match. Again, no title needs to be involved here between two guys who have came up from the bottom, from IWS Syndicate to the place where they are now. Upper mid card at the very least in WWE. I'm excited, dude.
I'm very excited. Very, very excited, especially after the question Jimmy asked them about him and Kevin being in Canada, and did he ever expect this, and the storyline of what's going forward, right? And
I don't think any of us did. I don't think any of us would have listened. Like, if we were talking like 2 months ago, I don't think that we would be talking about this happening.
We've talked about it in the past, though. We've always wanted to see Kevin and Sami at home in a stadium. I know we have talked about this personally in the past, but not within the last 2 months, no. But yes, this Saturday, it's going to be fire. Should it be the main event? Probably. Is it going to be? I hope so, but I don't know. This is going to be great.
I think the men's... yeah, it definitely has main event aura to it, because the problem is, what do you do after? And they're going to do things to the ring and to the arena, which is going to make it very hard to set up matches afterwards.
Yeah. So this might be the last match.
It could very well be, and if that happens, I'll be very happy about it. Honestly, the chamber matches will happen one way or another. So if you end the show with either this match or The Rock and Cody's conversation, either way, wins, in my opinion. Win.
Speaking about winners,
Bianca Belair and Naomi are ready to beat up Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Okay, that sounds good.
Oh, I forgot
We
about
look,
that.
yeah, we looked last week at Braun Breaker and AJ Styles brawling, including AJ Styles with his incredible t-shirt catch, which is so cool that it has to be brought up again on this week of WWE Raw. I love that. They showed the replay that Randy told me to go and look at. I love it.
Very good.
Absolutely love it. But yes, talking about winners, here's Braun Breaker to take on the man that everyone's afraid taking on. Adam Pearce says, no, watch out for this guy, Dominic Mysterio. Yeah, this match sort of happens, sort of doesn't happen. I mean, poor Dom Mysterio, but not poor. Not poor at all. He's getting his work in. He's taking his licks week by week, just taking beating after beating here until the Judgment Day comes to save his Patukas, right? But they cannot save his Patukas. They can't save his Patukas here from Mr. Braun Breaker. Nobody can be saved from Braun Breaker. Not one person will be saved from Braun Breaker. If Braun Breaker decides that he wants to run through a wall, he will run through said wall. It's going to happen. And Dominic, unfortunately, is drywall at best.
Braun Breaker taking the place of J.D. McDonald. Braun Breaker, the Tasmanian devil of the WWE. If we were WB characters, that's exactly who Braun Breaker would be. And probably Dominic Mysterio would be the little chicken hawk. But this was fun too. I love seeing Dom get beat up, and that's why I think he keeps getting put in these positions just to get beat up and beat up bad.
No, of course. He's taking his bumps, man. He's taking his bumps, but he's on the card every single week, getting matches every single week. Super Frankensteiner is finally enough for the Judgment Day to say, screw this, and they come and save Dom. You know, DQ finish. That's exactly where we knew this was going here, folks, right?
Yeah.
Like, there was no other way that it was going in any other direction. But Braun Breaker just looked like a complete monster, and he looked like if he wanted to destroy everybody, he very well could. And that's what happens after the match, because the Judgment Day eventually just gets destroyed, including a jumping Matt Grant-style spear rib breaker. Oh my God, to Carlito. Carly is hit so hard that he spits his apple out from earlier on in the evening, just comes from his inner stomach. And we have a fun little stare down between Finn and Braun Breaker as Finn finally makes it back to the ring with a chair, only to be met by a dog. Face to face with a complete dog. Finn Balor versus Braun Breaker. Sign me up.
Yeah, coming up next, another person to break for Braun Breaker. Another loss for Finn Balor. This what's happening with the Judgment Day, but this was good for what it was.
Exactly. Very, very good. All right, you know what else was good?
Peanuts.
You know what's good?
Donuts.
Donuts are very good, but also The Rock cutting a very long promo speech on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Which we get to have a look back here, where he decides that he wants this. And we're not talking about the belt, Mr. Cody Rhodes. He wants your soul. Your soul is mine. Getting all Shang Tsung here, Mortal Kombat style. Will he be snatching his soul or what? Oh man, that sounded terrible in 2025.
Soul Ruka is definitely very upset with all this soul snatching been going on when she's been doing it the last 2 years in NXT. Big up Soul Ruka NXT. Yes, SmackDown. Unfortunately, the SmackDaddies had to review that on Friday night because it was terrible. And if you like to hear the SmackDaddies, they are on the Huge Pop the Hub, and they do the weekly SmackDown review. And let's see what they think of that absolutely terrible episode of SmackDown last Friday. It was terrible, but go listen to them. They'll make cheer you up.
Oh man, that is funny. That is funny. But you guys can also catch the Smack Daddies with me and Randy C when we are at Toronto's finest roast beef establishments.
Yep.
Roast beef so good that it will snatch your soul.
That's it.
Definitely.
Coke milk for all, right? Sitting down there, Coke milk. A big shout out to the Coke milks out there. The most, other than the bananas, Probably the most DM thing I ever got was Coke milk and even voice messages of people laughing. What the hell is he doing? And is Eric okay? So, yeah, Eric's okay, people. So please tell people that you're okay. And yeah, go
Coke
find us. Coke milk for all.
Coke Milk almost went as viral as Liv Morgan's shorts do.
That's
Anytime
right.
that we do Liv Morgan shorts or even Logan Paul shorts last night, apparently,
Yeah.
like Coke Milk almost went that viral. So guys, I'm glad that you like it. I'm gonna start canning it. I'm gonna start packaging it, and we are gonna go from there. We're going straight to the moon. YouTube won't let us monetize. You know what's gonna happen? We're selling Coke Milk.
That's it. Speaking
No
about shooting to the moon.
Really? Let's shoot. Anyways, here's Cody Rhodes for a chat. Like Randy told me before the start of the show, it's gonna be a long one, brother. And we got a little bit of a longer episode here with all of this stuff going on. Cody, he talks about The Rock asking to join forces at the Elimination Chamber. It's a very complicated situation. Very complicated situation. Everybody is leaning in the direction online that Cody is going to dye his hair black and turn heel. I don't like that direction. I don't want things to be too obvious, right? And that seems like it's almost too obvious, which is nice when we see Seth Rollins come to the ring here and break up this discussion. Because if people forget, Seth Rollins helped Cody Rhodes be who he is today, have the belt that he has on him today, pretty much sacrificed his own body and his own title to make sure that that Cody had the belt that he had today. So I like that dynamic here with Seth finally wanting some comeuppance for everything that he has given Cody. And now that he sees Cody eventually potentially looking to sell his soul against the guy that they faced at WrestleMania, Seth Rollins is legitimately pissed. And you know what? He has every reason to be so.
100%, man. He died that night. He died the night Cody got the belt. Like, he didn't even get anything in. Seth Rollins come to the ring, boom, dead. That was it. Like, he didn't even help realistically. But
he was
no.
screwed. He was already so injured at that point. Like, dude, especially in the main event, like, watch that video again. Seth Rollins is walking on one leg and somehow gets in that ring, gets taken out, and you see that leg just flop, man. It's insane.
That's it.
But he did it.
But this was a good little promo. Yes, everything here with Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes. A lot of making sense in this aspect of it. I'm liking these teases of all these people coming to Cody and within each other, like the Drew to the Sami to the X, like, you know what I mean? Like all the top guys are in this like little circle, and there's poison that has been laid, and who is going to be infected? Is it going to be Cody? Is it going to be Drew? Is it going to be Seth? I don't know. We'll find out. Just like the norovirus. Who's going to get it next? I don't know. We'll see. Speaking about noroviruses.
Speaking about norovirus, Jey Uso is in the back and he's checking on Akira Tozawa in the trainer's room. And it just seems that everybody who is friends with Jey Uso is getting destroyed. He just has to apologize to everybody, man. And here is Grayson Waller and Austin Theory to remind him of it. Austin Theory can't even stop himself from doing a yeet. He has to do a yeet as well, which Grayson Waller doesn't like. But Jey Uso responds with a super kick in turn. Yep. Austin Theory just falls down afterwards and is there with Grayson Waller.
I think Austin Theory is going face, but becoming a good guy going face, which I hope it does too. So I like Austin Theory. So, but speaking about faces, my face and from ear to ear, my face was on the next match. Take this, Rob Barbic. Wait till you hear the ending of this. Rob Barbic? Yeah.
All right. First of all, let me just say this. We've had some great matches and a great crowd response tonight for WWE RAW. Not only do we have some really high-level wrestling before this and also during this main event, but for when the times where it wasn't even super high energy or high level, the crowd was awesome. There's like, this is awesome chants in at least 3 out of 5 matches during the tonight. There is definitely a border. There is definitely a holy shit as well, which is in the main event. Because the main event itself, look, man, like you can talk as much crap as you want about the women's tag division and not going in the right direction and just being kind of all people jump together. But these are two tag teams who have worked themselves to be legit tag teams, all solo opponents before, but now very much legit tag teams. Naomi and Bianca Belair feel the glowest, I guess you could say, versus Shawn Michaels and Diesel 2.0. And this match is absolutely great. Just great.
Everything about it.
Yeah, from start to finish, it is just fantastic. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez going above and beyond this week to wear matching gear, which is great. I don't know what words are on Liv Morgan's bum. I just know that I'm looking at it the whole time, wondering what's on, and I didn't need to keep looking. I didn't have to have more attention drawn towards that direction. Did you need that, Randy? Like, I didn't need that.
I didn't even
I was like,
notice.
what's on her? What? Yeah. You stop it right now, sir. You noticed it all. You noticed it all.
I didn't. The match was so good, that's why. But it's
There you
okay.
go.
I don't understand if people would.
Well, we get a brawl to start off the match. Before the match itself even starts here between these ladies, Naomi, Bianca Belair on their way to the ring as champions. Will they be leaving with those titles? Who knows? Let's break it down, guys, because Naomi and Bianca Belair are going to do everything that they possibly can to win this match. Naomi is going to clean house at one point. She gets a slingshot X Factor. At one point, she also does the charged pile driver thing that she does on the apron and the rings, the sling, what's it called? Dead man's pile driver or something onto the hardest part of the ring, which gets a crazy reaction from the crowd. These women are absolutely destroying each other in this match. May I add that anytime that they hit a spot, it looks devastating. It looks absolutely devastating. We get a KOD in the match as well, which is broken up. Man, we get a lot in this match that just keeps on being broken up. Near falls, spears, distractions from the LWO because we know that it has to happen. And there's just one point, there's a turning point of this match where you just say to yourself, there is no way that Naomi and Bianca can get away winning with all that's going on in the ring. Not only do they have to deal with the power of Raquel Rodriguez, they have to deal with the speed of Liv Morgan, and then they have to deal with the dastardly antics of the Judgment Day. How is it possibly going to happen? But near fall after near fall, including a Tejana bomb / Oblivion combo, which is broken up. This match is great. It has everything that you need in it. It has good wrestling. It has good storyline. It has incredible drama. Man, I'm just going on. I'm fawning here.
The match was a fight. If you want to know what a fight is, this is a fight. And it's women fighting. And it wasn't just wrestling. It was a fight of desperation, of who wants to have those belts. And it was amazing.
Yeah, it's who can take the harder hit because announce tables are involved. People are being thrown through announce tables. Eventually, finally, the ring post is used to break up what looks like the end of the match here. Liv Morgan and Naomi are perched up here on the top rope. Raquel drops her with the ring post-itis to the head. Naomi is just completely knocked out. At that point, Bianca's been taken out by 2 or 3 different high spots, different moves. And we get finally what Randy has always wanted. Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez walking back with those titles and walking into the Elimination Chamber with a tag team championship is little Liv Morgan. I am eating my own words from last week, folks.
You heard it here first on STRAWS RAW months ago. I said Liv Morgan and Raquel are going to win the belts the minute that Liv Morgan lost her heavyweight championship, or women's championship. I apologize. Yes. Great match, great fight. Yes, that post, Bianca's head getting thrown into that post up top looked nasty with it. And like everybody in this match, we were talking about the match earlier about how good everybody just was interacting with Tozawa and Gunther, right? Everybody involved in this made this story be put together, right? It was like reading the paragraphs and getting enthralled and intrigued. Everything about this story within the match was great and had me up and down, up and down. Yay, yay. Times that I thought Bianca and Naomi were going to win.
Oh, yeah. Especially after the double KOD. I thought that it was all over. Incredible camera work, too. Honestly,
100%.
incredible camera work to the point where, like, even the crowd was so focused on what was going on in the match that nobody disputed that they couldn't have seen Bianca Belair slipping in there right at the last second.
Right.
Kept on being right at the last second. Double KOD. Here comes Raquel right at the last second to save.
Right.
Like they just kept on doing it. Dominic Mysterio putting the foot on the rope at one point. Yeah,
Yep.
okay. It was almost done right in the direction of the referee, but he was focused on the shoulders on the mat.
Right.
So from the camera angle that we saw, it looks like it's right in front of him. Oh my God. But it really wasn't. It really wasn't. And even if it was, and he got caught doing that, they wouldn't have been disqualified. They just would have tossed Dominic out, which would have added another layer to the match that they really didn't need to add at that point. We're talking about a match that had 5 or 6 false finishes off of finisher moves. And what ended the match was a very audibly pleasing, may I add, ring post shot to the head. Like, not only did it look good, Naomi sold it properly, and it sounded good as well. Great way to end Monday Night Raw as we're heading into Elimination Chamber, and WWE is on its way to Canada for the weekend. Randy, I love this episode of Raw. What did you think of Monday Night Raw, brother?
What did I think, Eric B? What did I think of this week's episode of WWE RAW, the February 24th, 2025 edition from Cincinnati, Ohio? Well, welcome to In This Corner.
We love you, Randy.
Make love to me, Randy.
Randy.
Randy, that's enough. Mr. Randy.
Randy. Randy.
Welcome to In This Corner with Zane.
Eric B, what did I think the lead into Elimination Chamber, the final Raw going into it, stories again continuing, stories going into the Raw with Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, the vignettes, the features, everything going into it, the matches. I cannot tell everyone to go watch the Gunther Tozawa and the main event of tonight, Liv Morgan and Raquel versus Bianca and Naomi. 2 great matches all in all. Yes, the episode was a little longer tonight, but the episode in whole was absolutely great. I am excited. We are going to Elimination Chamber this weekend, and I am super excited. I'm talking about it every minute at my house. My kids want to kick me out. My wife wants to leave me because all I'm talking about is wrestling and this weekend and the Smack Daddies and everything else that's going on. But what do I give this week's episode of WWE Raw? I give it an up from last couple of weeks, a 5 banana. A 5 banana for this week's WWE Raw. I'm Randy C, and this is In This Corner.
That is almost half a dozen bananas, folks. Randy almost broke his scale, his banana scale for this one. You sell out. You sell out. Sold out to Chiquita Bananas, didn't you? That's why they are back this week, folks. And that's why we are super back and super excited heading on to our Elimination Chamber weekend featuring the Smack Daddies. and featuring some good old times. Randy, I always have a good old time doing the show with you. So for the people who are listening, thank you so much for listening. Fine folks, wonderful people. If you wanted to go ahead and say, for example, message Randy or send him bananas, nobody's done that yet. How can they go about doing so, Randy?
How can they do so? Yes, they can. I'm on the TikToks now, or we should. I should actually say we are on the TikToks. No, sorry, it's actually under my name. Zayn. I apologize. I just set it up because I switched it from another name. So yeah, @Zayn. I'm on the TikToks. Follow us on the YouTubes, youtube.com/raw. Thank you for everybody with joining, listening, engaging. I appreciate you all. Go follow the Smack Daddies too. They're coming down this weekend. I know me and Eric are super excited. Two of our greatest people that we met during this 2.5 year experience, I guess you can say, from the shows.
The journey.
The journey. The most genuine, greatest people in the world. I'm glad I call friends. Go follow them. Go listen to their show. They're absolutely crazy. Yeah, we're on Twitter @HugePopRadio, the hub. Again, tomorrow on Huge Pop with Donnie and Jimmy. Not just a Carmelo Hayes interview, but we got Bianca, we got Drew, we got Roxanne Perez, and Sami Zayn. Questions for all of them. You will enjoy tomorrow's episode. Hey, Smack Daddy, surprise! Guess what? I didn't tell you one thing. But yes, you'll definitely enjoy that. And go follow my buddy here, Eric B., my best friend, my Raw partner, my partner in crime. I'm the puppy in crime, but he is my partner in crime. The guy that does not know how to use his hands properly, Mr. Ricky Bobby of Raw. He is the bake to my shake, Eric B. Eric B., where can they find you?
Just, guys, go ahead and follow us and message us on the YouTubes. Leave us listener mail. We love listener mail. We need questions. We want questions. And if you want Coke milk, just give me your address. I will send you the first bottle of Coke milk once it is finally packaged. We also sell t-shirts as well. I don't know if you see that this whole time, but yeah, we got Huge Pop t-shirts. We got Smack Daddy t-shirts. We have one STRAWS RAW t-shirt left. But that's about it. Anyways, guys, until next time, thank you for listening. Take care of yourselves and each other, and continue to live your life impactfully.
Elimination Chamber weekend. Live, Morgan. Love.
Morgan.
Laugh. Yeah, sorry. Live, Morgan. Laugh and love wrestling.
Live, Morgan.
That's it.
Deuces!
I'm Chiquita Banana, and I've come to say bananas have to ripen in a certain way, and when they're flecked with brown and have a golden hue, bananas taste the best and are the best for you. You can put them in a salad. No, not yet, my dear. That greenish way you're looking means that you are ripe for cooking.
How about me?
No. When you are fully ripe, my dear, those little flecks of brown appear.
Me?
You're most digestible, my friend. Delicious, too, from end to end. You can put them in a pie, any way you want to eat them. It's impossible to beat them. But bananas like the climate of the very, very tropical equator. So you should never put bananas in the refrigerator. Bananas are a solid food that doctors now include in baby's diet. And since they are so good for baby, I think we all should try it. Oh! See.